Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Snots here, back with another video, and today I want to touch on Showdown. Showdown is one of the single player modes that are out there, and it has been out since MLB 2K. MLB 20, I believe, is when it came out, and it's a great single player mode grind that's out there that you guys can use. They come out with a lot of Showdown things that'll go towards your face of the franchise, and it's very valuable, and you want to make sure that you get them done. There's actually a AL faces of the franchise showdown that you can complete, and when you do complete it, you get 15,000 XP. So you're gonna want to make sure that you get that done. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get these done quick and how you should be drafting to try to get through these a little bit quicker, make the bosses much easier. So if we hop in here and we go to our featured AL program, Showdown, we get to actually look at the challenges before we start the draft. So each one of these challenges, you won't be able to see who you're facing in each one, but you'll get to see who your final boss is. So in that lower left hand corner there, you can see that the final boss is going to be Emmanuel Clase. So you're going to want to strategize your draft and build your team around this Emmanuel Clase and try to prep for him as best as you can. So basically, you're going to want to draft a team that is good against a righty. But here we go, first round. A lot of people are just going to go Mike Trout right here, which isn't a bad idea. You can. If you're good with Mike Trout and you're good with righty-righty, then by all means do it. But in my opinion, I want to prep against that boss as best as possible. So I'm going to either go with a switch hitter, Wander Franco, or I'm going to go with a lefty, Cedric Mullins or Rafael Devers. 9 times out of 10, I would go with the switch bat here, but Wander Franco, I don't know, his stats just don't look very good to me, so I'm going to go with this lefty, Rafael Devers. Next is our pitching round. Doesn't really matter here. If you do find a pitcher that has good hitting like a Shohei Ohtani, then yes, I would recommend going with that guy, but here we're going to go with a guy that does have outlier, and that's J.R. Richard. Okay, so we're at our next round here. No real strategy here. This is your reliever round. If you see Chapman in here, pick Chapman. All right, again, we're going to be looking for the good lefty hitters here. So Jim Edmonds or Jared Walsh is a good pick. Wander Franco is a good one too, but again, he just has no power. When you're facing up against these guys, you're going to be playing on veteran difficulty, and I believe it doesn't go any higher than that. So you're going to want to draft all power. Don't just do contact. So Jim Edmonds, I think that is our best bet here. This is a silver round. You can either go with the lefty Seth Brown here or a switch bat at Carlos Santana, and I think I'm going to do that. And then we're starting to get into the bronze rounds. This round is actually absolutely horrible, but don't sleep on all the bronzes. There are some bronzes out there that have good power, like Miguel Sano. And then for our perk rounds, anytime you guys get a perk, you want to get a perk that helps out your hitting. Don't get these perks that help you with bunting or any kind of pitching boost. Don't do anything like that. This round I want to use, let's see, significant exit velocity boost with no runners on base. So I'll probably do that one. You want to try to read these and see which one works out best for you, and you want to pick the one with the one that has probably the highest chance of a scenario. So chances of there being no runners on base is a pretty high scenario. Try to pick something like that. So we'll pick that. And then our next one is a gold one. This is probably one of the best perks that are out there. Contact boost while losing. Pretty sure 10 times out of 10 when you're playing Showdown, you are losing. So we will go with that one. I know sometimes you are tied, but most of the time you're going to be losing. So this is a good perk to have. All right, so now we are ready to start playing. Now, you can go all the way to the end right away and get 13 runs, but I don't recommend doing that because each game that you play here is 1 run towards your score here, and it'll make the last boss easier. If you're going for 13 runs with 20 outs, it's actually kind of difficult, especially when you're facing off against a 90 overall pitcher. It's just not going to go well for you, and you could run the risk of having to do this all over again and wasting the stubs that you used. I recommend playing every single one of these because, one, you're going to get a lot of XP, and 2, it'll make it easier for you when it comes to this last boss. So we'll go ahead and make sure that we are activating our perks. I know a lot of people forget to do that. Make sure you're going to manage perks and equip your perks. And then take a look at your lineup, make sure everything looks right, make sure your batting lineup is looking right. I like to make sure that I equip my good batters up towards the top of the order, because usually in these early rounds, you can get the objectives done within your first 4 batters. All right, so it'll show your objective here. Tally 4 total bases and don't give up 1 hit, or don't make 6 outs. So I have 6 outs to tally 4 total bases, which can end in 1 swing, which is a home run. So I'll show you guys what I do when it comes to the hitting. You're going to be facing up against veteran difficulty here. You want to just wait for the computer to make a mistake, and they made a mistake very early. They hung a slurve, but my batting strategy is to wait for the computer to make a mistake, aka put a ball right where you're expecting it. Take as many pitches as you need. The more pitches that they throw, the more chance they have of throwing a mistake pitch right in your zone. So that worked out well. We'll hop into the next one. Once you've completed that first stage, you'll get a reward and you'll get to pick a player. So each time you pick, or each time that you pass a mission, you'll get the option to either draft a player or another perk. So this one has 2 rounds, so I believe round 2 is a perk. So we've got a switch hitter and Cedric Mullins. I think I'm gonna go Cedric Mullins here. And then our next round is a silver perk, and I'm gonna go with vision bonus while behind in the count. That is Eagle Eye. That's a good one. All right, so after you draft your players and your perks, make sure that you equip everything that you got. The computer does not automatically do it for you. So we got Cedric Mullins. I'm gonna keep Edmonds there, and then I'm gonna put Cedric Mullins out in left field. Also, make sure that you adjust your batting order accordingly. I'm gonna put Cedric Mullins at second now, and then Carlos Santana will be at 5th. So another reason why to grind these levels. It's going to improve your team and put you in a better position to pass that last level. Now, keep in mind these little blue stages that you see. If you fail these, you do not fail the entire showdown. So say I were to fail this, instead of a check mark there, you would see an X, and then I would be able to get this next stage. Now, if you do lose, keep in mind that you won't gain that extra player and that extra perk that we just drafted. If you fail these stages, then you do fail the entire showdown and you do have to start all over again. So keep that in mind. All right, so our goal is to hit 1 home run. Basically the same thing as our last challenge, and we have 6 outs to do it. So we're facing Chris Sale this time. Chris Sale is a pretty good pitcher. So again, just wait for a mistake, make him throw you pitches, make him come to you. Don't get greedy. Don't be swinging at every single pitch. So I've got 4 outs left to hit 1 home run. This kind of sucks because I have all lefties right now, but we should be able to do it. Devers. I don't know why that wasn't hit further. That's okay. We'll just go pitch real quick, get it done, and then we'll have another inning to try to get 1 more home run. When it comes to the pitching, there's a pattern that I showed you guys in the Conquest video, and you want to alternate your fastball and off-speed pitches. So I'll throw a fastball high and in, and then I'll do a slider to the outside corner. For whatever reason, the CPU has a really hard time hitting that. As long as you keep alternating and keeping that pattern, fastball, off speed, and make sure your fastballs are high and in, you'll get a lot of strikeouts that way. And there we go. 3 straight strikeouts using that method. I'm telling you guys, make sure you're using it. Oh, where's that going? That might actually leave. Nope, it did not leave. Oh my God. All right. We've got 2 more outs left. Pretty much at the crap part of my order, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get this home run. All right, we've got a comment up now. It's all on this guy now. And we're gonna pop out. Okay, so I'm actually glad that I failed that, because if you fail, don't give up. Don't give up. Even if you fail like 3 or 4, don't give up, because you're gonna gain a lot of good players, and you're gonna have at least, I would assume, at least like 5 to 6 runs by the time you get to that boss. So don't be quitting if you fail one challenge. That was actually a pretty tough challenge. I have a hard time hitting against Chris Sale. So, all right, we lost. We don't get additional players. We don't get additional perks. We're just gonna hop to the next one and try it again. All right, so our goal, we only have to get 2 hits. That's it. A much easier one than just the home run. 2 hits. That's all we got to do, and we have 6 outs to do it. Good thing is we got a lot of lefties, and we're going up against a right-handed pitcher. So there you go. You see, that was a bad pitch. Don't be swinging at everything. Make sure you're looking for your pitch only. And he hits Cedric Mullins. It doesn't count as a hit, but it's not an out, so that works. Okay, yep, he put that right in the zone. Looking for something high and inside. I like me some high pitches. That's all I'm looking for right now. High pitch, there it is. Perfect, perfect. We got the mission done. That's a success. Let's get out of here. Let's go draft our player. Okay, so we can take a righty, Ken Griffey. His hitting is not good at all. I'll probably go, ooh, he is a righty. Let's see. Do we need a first baseman? Yeah. Left field, right field. Yeah, I'm going to go Jared Walsh. He's playing up to a diamond, so that's another thing to watch. Gold players can be playing up to diamonds, so you want to make sure you capitalize on that if you see that. All right, so I'm going to take this green light boost. It's exit velocity boost while ahead in the count, so we'll go with that. Okay, so we need to get 2 hits, 1 extra base hit. Now, that's not 1 additional extra base hit. If you start off the game with a home run, you'll only need to go with 1 more hit. So let's try to do that. Look for something high. There it is. That should be a hit. I don't know why I'm so late with Max Muncy, but hopefully this will be our extra base hit right here. He makes it. Nice. Now all we have to do is get a hit. This is pretty much a guaranteed pass. And Cedric Mullins hits one in the gap. There we go. We're all done. Easy as that. And we got more perks. So let's see here. I believe we had this Eagle Eye. Exit velocity boost while losing. We'll go with that one, because you are losing most of the time. And then we'll do exit velocity boost on normal swings on the first 2 pitches of the at bat. We'll do that. Technically just 1 that we're going to be using. But now we're here at the boss, and we're going to be facing up against Chapman. So this is tough. We kind of prepped for the boss. I did not think that the middle boss was going to be a lefty, but it should still work out. We're fine. If you guys want to prep for this a little bit differently, if you want to get maybe, you know, some lefties and some righties and try to mix it up a little bit, or even just go with some switch hitters, maybe you could do that instead. But we're going to be facing Chapman. I've heard that he's a lot easier this year to hit, but let's see how we do. Our reward is a diamond player and a diamond perk. All right, so I believe the score is 3-3. Nobody on base, and you have 10 total outs to score 1 run. That should be pretty easy. So again, our approach at the plate. Look for your pitch. My pitch is something high, so I'm waiting for something that is high. He's 3-0, and I'm not swinging again. I'm gonna make him throw some more pitches to me. I'm gonna get that pitch count up and make old Aroldis Chapman tired. That's a high and inside pitch right down the pipe. That's exactly what I want. So we've got a guy on base. All right, another hit up the middle. That should score our guy. There we go. Now also, if you guys go into your last showdown and you know you're down by, I think it's 8 or something like that. As long as you're down by 8 runs, correct me if I'm wrong, it might be 7. If you're down by 7 or 8 runs, they will let you steal to second. They won't even throw it to second. So if you're in that scenario where you're down by that much and you get a single or you get a walk, steal second. Every single time. They will not try to throw you out. Okay, so our next area here is now worth 2 runs each. Still on rookie difficulty, but I believe the challenges do get a little bit tougher. But again, it is on rookie, so it's not too bad. Now we're at 9 to 12. Guys, if you feel comfortable with this and you want to get through this faster, then now is the time to go ahead and jump to that boss. So I'm going to take the player that I want. All right, fine. We'll take Wander Franco. I will say this though, when you do go into your last stage and you have any commons or any bronzes anywhere in your lineup and you have some good bench players, be sure to replace them because you won't be playing any defense. So Mike Trout being at catcher is not going to be an issue for you. So you really just want to stack up your hitting lineup here. And we are good to go. I'm going to move Mike Trout up where Wander Franco was, and we will go to the final boss. Okay, so when it comes to a strategy here, if you're in this comfortable situation, only being down by 1, or even if you're tied and you have 20 outs, just go in this. Try to get as many hits as possible and get home runs as fast as possible. You don't really need to worry about driving the pitch count up on this pitcher, but if you're one of those guys that jump in here once you have like 5 or 6 runs, you want to take pitches like crazy because most of these pitchers aren't starting pitchers. And if you drive up a reliever's pitch count and get him really tired, it's going to be really easy to hit him. So if you're in here and you need about 5 to 6 runs, I'd be very patient and don't rush swinging at pitches like I did just right there. Only swing at your pitches. All right, Rafael Devers with a perfect. That'll be in the gap. That should be a double. Again, be careful with your base running. Don't be greedy. Don't take that extra base if you don't need to. You just want to get base runners in this. That is key when you're going into your final boss and you need to get multiple runs. Driving up that pitch count and having as many runs as possible is key. Kyle Tucker is an absolute boss. He threw one right down the pipe to me and we capitalized. Kyle Tucker goes deep. And just like that, guys, we're done with Showdown. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to touch on Showdown and kind of cover all the basics and what you guys should be doing when you go into these so you don't fail on the first time and have to jump through them again. So I hope these tips helped you guys out. If you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment down below. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying all these tips and they helped you out. Leave a like. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome so far in this season. MLB The Show 22. We're still grinding, having a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. Peace.